warm welcome to Drift TV. I'm your host Jesse McDonald and it's an absolute pleasure to have your company. I'll be with you over the course of the show. During the show we have drifting highlights from Queensland Raceway, Stanthorpe, Archerfield, some Drift All-Stars from the Europe and some short clips from Gympie Off-Road Short Course and Power Cruise Night. In Tech Talk, Chris Froome talks hints and tips about improving your car and your driving. In Driver DNA, we meet with international FD driver Forrest Wang, World Time Attack winner Michael Rosenblatt, world-class drifters Luke Fink, Josh Botcher, Chris Froome, ADGP winner Rob White, our Hollywood Mad Max driver and drifter Eugene Artisan, Speedway champion Shane Heathcote, and we can't forget our special guest, Red Bull V8 supercar driver Shane Van Gisbergen. So there's plenty of action to keep you entertained and strapped down. It's that time of the show where we must crack on with it. I'm Jesse McDonald and you're watching Drift TV.
So I'm kind of like I said, live drift. So I'm always working on cars, tinkering with cars. I have a shop in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's called Get Nuts Lab. And we build our cars from the ground up, basically one-stop shop, start to finish. We do pretty much everything when it comes to a drift car. And
You're in Vegas.
Yeah, while I run FD, our year kind of revolves around FD. If I don't run FD, then I have more time to work on customer cars, so I'll have some friends and basically friends of friends, all word of mouth. I don't do any advertising or anything, but we're a small operation, so we get more than enough business to keep us busy. And you know, I kind of enjoy working on cars. Like I said, we're one-stop shop, so we kind of build everything. You know, you do all the fab work, the chassis work, piping, plumbing, set everything up to where it's like you get to create something from nothing, and it's cool seeing like a finished product that you've like created in your workshop, you know, from nothing, and then getting to see the person enjoy it at the track. That's definitely an awesome feeling.
When I'm not drifting, I'm generally either, you know, riding my bike to try and get fit, or, you know, going around with the boys. And, you know, like I got a good group of friends on the Gold Coast, and we do a lot of go-karting, and we get together every couple of weeks and just hang out. And also my biggest thing, I love surfing. You know, that's another reason why I'm getting so fit. I try to get out to the beach and surf as much as I can.
What do I do when I'm not drifting? At the moment I do a lot of dirt bike riding, as everyone does work, you know, try and make a crust. You know, surfing when I can, when there's some good surf around. You know, living on the Gold Coast, quite convenient to shoot down and have a surf in the morning before work. A little bit of partying when we get a chance, you know, and then, you know, a bit of practice, get out there in the missile and have a bit of fun with the boys during the week, yeah.
Doing a lot drifting, I actually sell brand new cars, new Mazdas for a living. That takes up a lot of time. Yeah, Saturdays and the like, so it's been good to have the support of those guys to let me compete and turn up to races and have weekends away. But yeah, family's obviously very important to me. I've got two young boys, a 3-year-old Oliver and a 3-month-old Henry, and he is, those two boys are the most important thing, and my wife Alison, so they take up a lot of my time, especially now.
You're watching Drift TV.
guys, today on Tech Talk we're going to talk about weight reduction. Now, why is weight reduction so important? See, when you first buy a car, it has a lot of carpet, sound deadening, heavier seats, door panels, all that. Now, what this is all made is for comfort. But for a drift car, all this is more added weight to put more stress on the suspension, the drivetrain of the vehicle, and make it harder to drive. So what we do is when you get a new car, or when you actually want to get this car to be on the track, what we do, like we've done in my Pro car, is that you take everything out. Everything from the sound deadening to the door panels, and you only leave in there the basic minimums. Even things like this, there's nothing in the door. Now this has taken over 400 kilos out of the car, and this allows me to go faster, and the car is a lot lighter, more controllable, and easier to drive.
When I'm not drifting, I used to ride my bike a lot, but then I got fat, basically. I had my daughter and another kid on the way, so I spend a lot of time with my daughter. And then I spend the majority of the time on my business, Drift Challenge Australia. It's full time for me now, between my racing overseas and then running Drift Challenge Australia. My life pretty much revolves around drifting. So I guess my only other hobby, hanging out with my kids, hanging out with my wife, and I really enjoy off-roading. I really enjoy off-roading my four-wheel drive. So that would...
I got involved with the stunt sort of stuff. After Drift Australia finished, I started driving for other people like Gary from Takagi with the Sora. And then I also started working at Movie World doing the Hollywood stunt driver experience. And because a lot of films come through there, I just got involved knowing a lot of the stunt coordinators and the stunties as well. So basically just through knowing the right people and through my reputation as a driver, I started to get jobs. So now I've been doing a whole bunch of commercials and stuff, and last month I was a supercar driver, so that was fun.
Drifting or supercar?
Well, actually drifting a supercar. So that was kind of cool. So heaps of opportunities arise, and I'm really grateful and thankful for all that.
Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome, guys, anytime. Now it's time to get you in the car, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
See you soon.
When I'm not drifting, not racing, I'm certainly, well, when I'm not drifting, if I was doing something else in motorsport, it would be my stadium super trucks. I've started racing stadium super trucks. And, you know, I would love to keep racing stadium super trucks. It's not a cheap sport to do, I can assure you. Yeah, stadium super trucks is certainly something, you know, I've considered other couple things. As for leisure, you know, I like going jet skiing and stuff like that. And, you know, I've got a young family now, so obviously I try to spend as much time with them as I can when I'm not working. I'm always working here, you know, trying to sell 4 drives, and we've got trucks running transport as well. So, you know, life's pretty busy when I'm not racing, and that's copying a lot on my racing now that, you know, I've got so many business distractions and family distractions and stuff. It's hard to, yeah, to keep pushing drifting.
When you're not drifting or racing, what do you do?
Nothing. That's all I do. Go home, pack, travel to the next one.
And how do you find the travel days?
It's all right. I'm used to it. I wouldn't do it otherwise.
Welcome back. Hope you're enjoying what you're seeing, and there's plenty more to come. I'm Jesse McDonald, and this is Drift TV.
You're watching Drift TV.
Я хочу увидеть его мертв.
Мои литовские братья. Он убил моих людей. Я этого так не оставлю. Сейчас он находится в Каунас. Ведитесь, чтобы его убрали.
Sveikas atvykęs į Lietuvą, gaidį!
I'm back.
Get to the drift car.
Streets and herrings, dikes and ferries, tell me where it's empty. Tax the rich, feed the poor, till there are rich no more.
Too fast, but oh no, it's good, it's good. Yeah, I nailed it. 2, 1, action.
You're watching Drift TV.
What drives me in drifting? Well, firstly, we gotta be crazy to keep doing what we're doing. You know, financially and stress and emotionally and all that sort of stuff, it rips you apart. But once you get in the car and you're actually driving out there and everything's working, it is just the best, most awesome feeling you can do while driving a car. You know, I've seen guys do time attack and racing and that sort of stuff, but when you're out there drifting, it's just, and you're out there with a couple of friends doing tandem battles, and even on a fun day, that's just the most awesome feeling you can do. All that work and all that effort that you put in for the months or the year before you get the car on just comes together, and that's just the best time of it. You know, when you're in that corner doing as fast as you can, and yeah, that's what drifting's all about to me.
What drives me, I love the sport. I like racing, and I probably most enjoy the competitive side of the sport. It's certainly fun to go out there and muck around with mates and laugh a lot with your cars side by side and bumping doors. But probably what drives me and what has driven me to turn up here at night, work on the car till early hours of the morning and make sure it's ready for events is performing at your peak for that short period of time against the best guys either in Australia or sometimes in the world in my career, which I've been fortunate to do. So that's what drives me, is to be able to, I guess, turn up, produce the best result possible in a very short period of time, and be able to build a car around what needs to be done and then be successful with that car has been a really cool thing as well with my mates.
What drives me? I suppose just competitiveness, just wanting to win, be on the top, that's what, every time I go to an event, all the hard work and effort that we put into the car and preparation, it's all for that Sunday night where we, at the end, hopefully we're standing on the top step with the first place trophy. That's what drives me to do it, and obviously friends and family, without the support you wouldn't be there and be in the position to compete, because we don't have big money, so it's all mates and friends that come, and you pit crew for most of it, so yeah.
Unbelievable.
Welcome back, and it's that time of the show again where we say goodbye. And remember to visit www.drifttv.com.au. Have a look around our site where we have highlights of drifting, and as well visit our shop where we have t-shirts and some caps you can get and style out. Well, that's all we have for you tonight. It was a pleasure having your company. I'm Jesse McDonald and this is Drift TV.
Yeah, I might need a push.